Alright, so this question says, Kwesi and Kofi harvested just enough honey to fill 11 quart-sized jars, 4 pint-sized jars, and then 7 half-cup jars, and it's asking how many gallon-sized containers would it take to store the same amount of honey. Alright, so basically we have to notice here that not all of our units are the same. They give us quarts, pints, and half cups, and we have to turn this all into gallons. Okay, so first off, what are the rates that, or conversion factors that will allow us to change from quarts to gallons, or pints to gallons, or cups to gallons, half cups to gallons? Well, okay, so here are the basics you need to know. 2 cups equals 1 pint. 2 pints equals 1 quart. And 4 quarts, you can kind of guess from the name, quarts, equals 1 gallon. So this is really all we need to solve our problem. A half cup jar is just half a cup. So let's convert all of these from gallons. So first we're going to go from quarts to gallons. We have 11 quart-sized jars, and you want to turn that into gallons. Well, if we have 11 quarts, we know that 1 gallon is equal to 4 quarts. There are 4 quarts per 1 gallon, and this division sign means per, so 1 gallon per 4 quarts, or you could flip it to say 4 quarts per 1 gallon, because this looks weird, because 1 gallon and 4 quarts are equivalent. So this is like multiplying it by 1. It doesn't really change anything, but what it does do is our units cancel out, and we're only left in gallons, which is the unit that we want. So we're left with 11 fourths gallons. So that's what how many gallons this first jar converts to. Next, we go from our 4 pint-sized jars. So if we have 4 pints, and you want to convert this to gallons, well, we know that there are 2 pints in 1 quart. So if we wanted to convert this to quarts, we would know that we have 4 over 2 quarts, or 2 quarts. And then if we want to convert this to gallons, we just say 1 gallon per 4 quarts again. So we get that we have 4 divided by 4 over 8. So we have 4 eighths, or 1/2 gallon in this second size of jar. And then for our last one, we have 7 half cups. So that's equal to 7 halves cups, right? If it's 7 half cups, I mean 7 times 1/2 is equal to 7 halves of a cup. And so we want to convert this to gallons as well. And so we know that 1 pint is equal to 2 cups. So we can multiply by this conversion factor. The cups will cancel out. We can just keep doing the same thing. 1 quart per 2 pints. And so if we wanted to convert this to quarts, well, we would know it's 7 halves over 2 over 2. But we want to keep going. We don't stop there because we want to get to gallons. So we know that there's 4 quarts per 1 gallon, and so ultimately we will end up with 7 halves divided by 2 divided by 2 divided by 4, which is equal to 7 over 32 gallons. Okay, perfect. So now let's combine all of these to see, how many gallon containers does this require total. So since this is in 32 over 32 and it doesn't simplify, I'm going to turn everything else into something over 32. So we're going to multiply our denominator by 8 to get to 32. So we will also multiply our numerator by 8 to get the equivalent fraction. In this case, we're multiplying our denominator by 16. So our top will end up with also being 16. 16 over 32 is also equal to 1/2. Now adding all of these up together, well, 88 plus 16 is 104, plus 7 is 111. So all of these add up to 111 over 32. But that is not a whole number. Can we have 111 30-seconds gallon-sized containers? No, we can only have whole number gallon-sized containers. So how many will we need to store this much honey? Well, 3 times 32 is 96, which is too small. We need more than that. But 32 times 4 is 128 over 32. So this right here, that is equal to 4. But this is equal to 3. This is too small. It doesn't hold enough honey, so we're just going to go one step up bigger. Even though we'll have extra space, this is the smallest amount of containers we will need to store the same amount of honey. So our final answer is going to be 4.